Yeah. Big time.
When you're trying to work out, when you're trying to get better at anything in your game, you need to look at what are the situations that are coming up in my game, what happens the most, where am I standing, what's going on, and then how do I figure out how to recreate that in training? How do we recreate those same exact scenarios, but take some stress and some pressure off so it's not a real game? But I want to try to figure out how to make it at least feel like it, where I feel safe enough to make mistakes, to look stupid, to be embarrassed. So once I figure that out, now we have to go ahead and we have to get reps. If I have someone there who could be there to help and get me to stop and look and say, hey, this is exactly why you messed up. You need that immediate coaching, that quick hands-on right there to stop in the moment and try to connect some dots. These are the skills that we worked on. This was the exact moment you needed to use that skill. And then apply that skill that we worked on, boom, now let's try it again. And then get those reps over and over and over. Whatever this scenario is, you have to try to recreate it. Now you want to recreate it with walkthrough first. Walkthrough means, some coaches will call it skeleton or shadow. Something where it's really not live. Say it's a 2-on-2 scenario and we're working on a ball screen. Everyone is actually matched up, they're in the right places. We go ahead and go slow motion, or maybe you physically walk through the screen. And maybe the first read that we're working on would be when the defender goes underneath the screen and you want to pop back and shoot it if you're the ball handler. We would physically walk through that and go slow through it. So it's almost like it's choreography, like we're really trying to figure out how the parts move, what everyone is going to do and where they're going to stand, where they're going to be. So you go through that and then we would show that read. And we go over it enough times to where we get it. Then we go ahead and we try it live. And we try it live until we have it correct, until we're playing good basketball, until we're making the good reads. And every single time that we mess up, we can stop and understand, why did we mess up? How are we going to fix it on the next rep? And then go ahead and do that. Now I want to build up to 5-on-5 in the same scenario. I would love to be able to do some walkthrough in the 5-on-5. Keep that same, let's go with the ball screen, the defender going underneath, but just add the other pieces, the other parts. A 5-on-5 scenario. Walkthrough. Go ahead and do it live. Again, hopefully I have a coach there or somebody there to be able to stop and help and understand what I did wrong in certain reps, and then do those reps again and try to get it right and try to get it right. And maybe I can coach myself, which is why you see this on this shirt right here. We want to learn how to coach ourselves after we have been taught. So let's keep using the same scenario. Maybe we've done that for 25 minutes. Coach has shown me everything I need to know about how to use this ball screen. Now when we're going ahead and playing live, maybe we don't stop it as much and teach. Maybe I need to be able to coach myself at this point. And when I mess up and go too quick off of the screen or don't see the read, I can coach myself and say, oh, I missed it. Let me go back and do it again. I'll get it this time. Otherwise, you always need someone to hold your hand. You need someone to coach you through things. And obviously, the game doesn't really work that way. You can now take the next step and go to a scrimmage. A full 5-on-5 live practice. And again, coach yourself, have coaches coach you to see as we go along, we take these steps, are you passing these little tests? These are like little quizzes. I would say the test would be the actual real game. And so if I'm getting it in those scrimmages, in those practices, now I want to go ahead and get to my real game, a real scenario, and hopefully I'm ready to pass that test because all of that work, all that homework, all the studying, all the learning has been done through the walkthroughs, through the small drills, 2-on-2s, 3-on-3s, the walkthroughs in the 5-on-5, the real live play in the 5-on-5 practice, and then now I'm right here in the real game and I can go ahead and just do what I have learned. Here's a way I could work on ball screens by myself. I have 3 chairs, obviously on the ball handler, so this is a 2-on-2 situation. I'm the ball handler. This would be the person guarding the basketball. This would be my screener, my teammate. This would be the other defender guarding my screener, my teammate. First thing I want to do is attach like this. I want to stick to this defender so that he can't freely run around. I want to make him do what I want him to do, which is I want to try to steer him into this screen. So I want to attach with my forearm, get the ball away from him, and then from here, get this little shuffle right here. This little pause, because that gives me a split second to see what this defender is doing. So while I'm taking this shuffle, I'm reading. And as soon as he messes up, and his mess up here would be that he stays up top and trails me, as soon as I see it, boom, I'll curl, make my play. I can actually go through my reads to get better, so I get something out of this. The first read would be when the defender would push up on me and trail me like this and run me off the three-point line. So I would be looking to curl, and then obviously I could score a lot of different ways. Just kind of position it up here to make it insinuate or look like the motion of what would happen when I would have to curl when he would press up.
Since we got it lit, yeah, try get in the mix, yeah, try get in the mix. Always been different, my mama ain't had to work.
Now the defender, instead of trailing me, may try to go under and meet me on the other side, or maybe he think I can't shoot. So this guy guarding my screener would probably be pushed up a little bit more to give his teammate some room to get underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this here where he would go underneath. I wanna get him stuck and get these shots off.
I was rapping back in class, I should have been taking notes. Got a boyfriend, but she bad. I'm steady passing the notes. I've been working on my.
Now the defender guard my screener may back up, and this is very popular, to let the person guarding me slip through and simply meet me on the other side with no real space to do anything. But I got a counter for that. Once that would happen, I would push back with a push cross, and make a play from there.
Calling me coach, you been trying to call me zaddy. Pull up to the meetings, I ain't coming in a caddy. Yelling from the bleachers, I should whoop you like your daddy.
Now we want to look at the most popular read or way that defenders guard it, which is a switch. So if you follow me on this, my defender guard me, screener, person guard my screener. When I would come off, he would roll and now be picked up by that chair. I come off and I get picked up by this chair. Right now, if this was live with real people, I usually want to look for this screener to split and look to hit that roller. But on my own, the other read that will happen is there's really no pass to make because they guard it well, and I have a quick one-on-one play. And here's how I recommend doing that. You have to think, usually when he comes up, if it's not an amazing hedge, you know, he'll be on an awkward angle where I could kind of swing him and open his feet up and square him up. And then at that point, he's not sure which way I would go. So I would like to do it like this, where I come off and then swing. Get that swing dribble. So you kind of have to curl it like an in and out, just so you don't have to double dribble or anything. Curl it, swing dribble, and that makes him open up and shuffle, and then it makes him more vulnerable. So just for the drill purpose, you have to remember this person would roll. So I'm gonna get this out of the frame. Today I feel like just getting shots off. And notice when I'm getting these one-on-one pull-ups off, I'm doing a lot of up, down, hands ups, eyes up, eyes down, chest up, chest down, because that's how I get that defender to have to do the same thing with me, and now they're guessing. When they're guessing, I'm in the driver's seat, and they just have to react to me. Run yourself through a check when you're in the middle of your training, because again, this all comes down to mental. To get on the floor and do a bunch of skills, shots, dribbles, that's great, but it's really just a workout, like a physical workout, like an exercise. If you're not locked in mentally and focused on a goal and an exact situation, and it won't convert to your game, you'll be one of those drill players who can get in drills and workouts and look talented, look skilled, but get in the game and just not be able to put it together, not be comfortable enough. And a lot of that has to do with the stress and the pressure. So take a second to really try to put yourself under pressure. Give yourselves punishment. If I miss this shot, I got something that you don't like. I don't know, a suicide, 50 push-ups. You have to really put game pressure on yourself, especially when you're on your own and nobody's around. And then find something to go to. You need a go-to thought to kind of snap you back into relaxation, where you can just play and not worry so much. For me, might sound weird, I like to go to the thought of that we're all just these weird specimen human beings out here who somehow got dropped on Earth and we will absolutely be gone one day. Sounds deep, but it makes me realize nothing is that serious. Nobody's that much above me. I don't have to worry about other people. We're all gonna be gone one day anyway. So we just gotta enjoy ourselves while we're here. And that is what makes me relieve some stress and just not care and just do it. It actually gets me to focus and care a lot without having to worry or care about messing up or not playing well. Find what works for you and make that happen in your workout. A good way to work on pressure and skill is free throws. I always like to make myself make 10 in a row before I'm done with the workout. And while I'm doing that, I'm trying to trick myself. Every time I come to the line, I'm trying to artificially put pressure on myself. I'm trying to think of a scenario like you've probably done since you were a young child. You know, shots to win a game, to win a championship, a gym full of people. You want to try to get yourself to that place. Sometimes I even get myself to feel the nerves. I can feel jitters and it actually works and I fool myself. But while I'm doing this, I'm also working on shooting. I'm working on the basics of shooting. This is form shooting, and this is what I say about free throws. Form shooting, most people know, is when you just come close to the rim and you're kind of just right here, right? A lot of people even do it just with one hand. You know, I call form shooting regular, where it's two hands, like a free throw, nice and close. But if you can do form shooting, you can do free throws. And most people can do form shooting and not miss many shots at all. Well, a free throw is basically the same thing. You just add a little bit more oomph in the toes and a little bit harder snap in the wrist. But your mechanics, your relaxation should all stay the same on your free throw. And while we're at this, have to get my hands placed on the basketball the correct way with a grip, where I have these little pockets where I'm holding the ball in my fingertips, not in my palms, and just have it set, relaxed. Don't squeeze arms, nothing tense. Just let them relax with the ball at your stomach. And this is what happens. They'll kind of just hang right here on the side of your body. And wrist under, snap out. Because once you get your wrist set and it's under the basketball, the ball's already going up. So all you have to do is go out, and that'll help you finish up and out. Not too much up, not too much out. And then the guide hand, which is the most crucial part of this puzzle. If you can't hold the ball still, hold it on target, you don't have a chance to make shots. I need this guide hand to be completely still and hold the ball as long as possible so that my shooting hand can simply shoot it off. I'm telling you, about 95% of players, they come off the line too early. You should finish the shot on the line and hold your finish. To keep getting a bunch of teaching videos like this, make sure you give us a super chat. It's that little $sign at the bottom of the chat box when you're watching the video. Give 5 cents, 99 cents, $99, something to keep the channel going, to keep us being able to have the time to do these videos. I hope you guys get a lot out of it. At Rel Academy on all social media platforms, at Rel Barton on all social media platforms, to check out my personal stuff. Make sure you guys are getting your practice in. You have to find time to work on your game. I hope this video and others helped. We have a ton of free coaching on this page. Stay at that YouTube page at Rel Academy. Go to the playlist, the hooping at home, the practices with Rel. Whatever your problem is, I promise you, we have hit it time and time again in a great video. So hope you guys got something out of it. Keep checking in for us.